Hello, my friends. I am William T. Underwood. I want to talk to you today about the 5 books I have out on e-readers, and they're pretty neat. You know, you have to search for William T. Underwood at Apple Book or Amazon or Barnes and Noble or Smashword, and you know they're available now. The first book is Arthur the Red River Man. And yes, this is genuine Cajun stories. And there has about 20, I don't know exactly how many's in there. But, they're just stories about Bigfoot and the giant turtle thunder that menaced the swamp, and ate people. And a giant alligator and a giant snake called the black snake that lore is about gone now. It supposedly in Louisiana swamps there was a giant black snake that was like 100 feet long and liked to snack on Indians. And anyway, so I would appreciate it if you'd go online and look for William T. Underwood and get this book. It says by William T. Underwood Jr. And the next series of books is, the first one is the Starship Avenger. Now, you Trekkies should love this. The ship is made with 2-inch thick hydrogen steel that supposedly can withstand a nuclear blast. It is extremely strong steel that is made from liquid hydrogen. It's a cool story. Of course, they have transporters and they travel by wormhole. So they can go across the galaxy. And David starts out lost on a planet, and he fights his way into it because only one of these ships survived the Great War. And there was a great war between the reptilians and the humans, and things didn't work out good for anyone. And they struggled, and they finally found the moon base, and they went to moon base Omega, and they had a new life. They had a chance at a new life. Then I wrote the Starship Avenger 2. This is Starship Avenger Guardian 2. And what this is, a continuation of those short stories where David and the androids and all of his people finally shut down a second attempt at the dragons for another great war. So, David was victorious. It's wonderful. I shouldn't spill it, should I? But David builds up the galaxy and tries to build up the human race. And it's a real struggle because you see, once they've got so far ahead that it's hard for them to come back because, and one thing I forgot to mention is the transporters were actually messing with their DNA and they weren't producing children like they would. So they would get married and live together and have 1 child or 2 child and not have 10 children because the transporters were messing with their ability to be fertile. And then, of course, the final book, The Anunnaki Gods Rise by William T. Underwood. Now, this is the only ship that has rounded walls because hydrogen steel has to be compressed and shot with huge amounts of electricity to form hydrogen steel. And this is the only ship in the entire fleet that is round. And this is a wonderful ship. It's an ambassador ship, and it's really cool. And I'd appreciate it if you got these books. And we have one more. It is called Messianic Christian Discipleship Guide 2. Now, this book is about the Messianic Christian movement, and it lists the 613 laws of the Torah, called the mitzvot. It also tells you a lot of the things that what they were talking about. There was the Eastern Orthodox Church and a Western Orthodox Church. The Eastern Orthodox Church in Turkey and Syria, where John and Peter created, they lived and prospered for 1,000 years. Mysteriously, almost all of their Bibles and all of their New Testaments are disappeared. John wrote New Testaments by the thousands, but they're disappeared. I think there's one copy in Rome's catacombs, and there's one in China, and Ethiopia has their version, but it's wrote in Ethiopian, not in Hebrew. I translate Hebrew, and English and Hebrew is about as far as I can go. And I would really appreciate, you guys looking these up. These books will be entertainment. Smashword is handling them. They have a platform. These books are short books. Now, Arthur the Red River Man is 40,000 words, excuse me. Now, some of the Avenger books are only 20,000, 18,000. They're short books. And I would really appreciate your support because, it's hard when you're a struggling artist and you're trying to get your books out. It's really hard to do that nowadays because they say a lot of people aren't reading that much. But I hope you guys enjoy these books and look me up on the internet. And God bless.